Hi, my name is Jenny. I'm a sophomore, and this is for all three of you. Can you say why America is the greatest country in the world?
Diversity and opportunity.
Lewis?
Freedom and freedom. So let's keep it that way.
Will?
The New York Jets.
No, I'm going to hold you to an answer on that. What makes America the greatest country in the world? Why is America
Not the greatest country in the world, Professor. That's my answer.
You're saying...
Yes.
Let's talk about...
Fine. Sharon, the NEA is a loser. Yeah, it accounts for a penny out of our paycheck, but he gets to hit you with it anytime he wants. It doesn't cost money. It costs votes. It costs airtime and column inches. You know why people don't like liberals? Because they lose. If liberals are so fucking smart, how come they lose so goddamn always?
Hey.
And with a straight face, you're going to tell students that America is so star-spangled awesome that we're the only ones in the world who have freedom? Canada has freedom. Japan has freedom. The UK, France, Italy, Germany, Spain, Australia, Belgium has freedom. So 207 sovereign states in the world, like 180 of them have freedom.
All right.
And yeah, you, sorority girl, just in case you accidentally wander into a voting booth one day, there's some things you should know. And one of them is, there is absolutely no evidence to support the statement that we're the greatest country in the world. We're 7th in literacy, 27th in math, 22nd in science, 49th in life expectancy, 178th in infant mortality, 3rd in median household income, number 4 in labor force, and number 4 in exports. We lead the world in only 3 categories: number of incarcerated citizens per capita, number of adults who believe angels are real, and defense spending, where we spend more than the next 26 countries combined, 25 of whom are allies. Now, none of this is the fault of a 20-year-old college student, but you nonetheless are, without a doubt, a member of the worst generation ever. So when you ask what makes us the greatest country in the world, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Sure used to be. We stood up for what was right. We fought for moral reasons. We passed laws, struck down laws for moral reasons. We waged wars on poverty, not poor people. We sacrificed. We cared about our neighbors. We put our money where our mouths were, and we never beat our chest. We built great big things, made ungodly technological advances, explored the universe, cured diseases, and we cultivated the world's greatest artists and the world's greatest economy. We reached for the stars, acted like men. We aspired to intelligence. We didn't belittle it. It didn't make us feel inferior. We didn't identify ourselves by who we voted for in the last election, and we didn't scare so easy. We were able to be all these things and do all these things because we were informed by great men, men who were revered. First step in solving any problem is recognizing there is one. America is not the greatest country in the world anymore. Enough?
Welcome into the Life Liberty Show. Today we're going to be going over, it appears to be a secondary assassination attempt. We don't know for sure, at least that's what they're telling us, is that it's a secondary assassination attempt. We're getting information coming in slowly. It's changing gradually, right? So earlier today, I was paying attention, and it was just 2 men that had a gunfight near Trump. And now it is an assassination attempt. So let's see what some of this has to say. There we go. We've got Trump was the subject of an apparent assassination attempt at his Florida golf club FBI investigate. See, it's like everybody's really kind of doing, everybody's covering it, right? Ryan Roth. So as you can see, right, this guy's got blue hair. He apparently, I read somewhere else that he would have gone to Ukraine and died. Like he just really didn't care. Kamala Harris. I've been briefed on the report of gunshots fired near former Trump and his property his property in Florida. And I'm glad he is safe. Violence has no place in America. Chuck Schumer. If she really gave a shit, she would be out there, because we all really know that Biden isn't running the country right now, right? And she's the new face. Let's see. Let's kind of get past those. Republicans outraged over possible assassination attempt. They are going to keep trying to kill Trump. Maybe not. Trump is safe after shots fired and apparent attempted assassination in Florida. Let's see. Let's go to that one. Let's see. Trump was targeted an attempted assassination. Republican presidential nominee, former president. Good night, great. Okay. President Donald Trump arrives at Harry Reid International Airport to board a plane after a campaign trip on Saturday in Las Vegas. Former President Donald Trump is safe after shots were fired at his golf course in West Palm Beach, Florida, while Trump was golfing there on Sunday afternoon. A suspect identified by local officials as Ryan Wesley Roth is in custody. The FBI said it is investigating the shooting as an attempted assassination, making it the second time a gunman targeted Trump in just 2 months. In July, the Republican presidential nominee was wounded by a gunshot at a rally in Butler, Pennsylvania. In a news conference on Sunday, Palm Beach County Sheriff Rick Bradshaw said the Secret Service alerted local authorities about multiple gunshots at the course around 1:30. So here's the thing. Bradshaw said the suspect was about 300 to 500 yards from Trump, and he had an AK, right? You spotted an AK sticking out of a fence at the golf course, immediately engaged. Wow, that's kind of what they're supposed to do. They definitely didn't want to drop the ball this time, did they? They didn't want that stain on them. So, to be completely honest, this is probably not the last one that's going to happen. Or what they're going to do is they're going to actually give him better Secret Service agents, and they're not going to bring diversity hires, right? Because that's what it was. The girl in at the rally, the one over it was just a diversity hire. She didn't actually know what the hell she was doing, and other people had to take over. She actually failed some of her paperwork or some of her tests, and they made her redo it over and over until she actually passed it barely by the skin of her teeth, and they threw her in there, right? So let's go back to see what's going on here. Secret Service will have every resource to protect Trump, says Biden, after apparent assassination attempt. No. What did I just say? Trump golf course incident investigated as potential assassination attempt. Guy was 58 years old. So everybody's talking about it, and it's kind of everywhere right now because there's nothing else going on. But obviously they're trying to take him out, right? Somebody is trying to take him out, and it's either they feel like they can't win, and they're just going to take him out, or it's a hoax, right? It's either a hoax or it's real. We don't know which way. There's no cameras. There's nothing. We're just going off of the word. We can only go off of the information that we're given, and we're gonna get more information as time goes on. Um, so let's see what else. What else we got? I was looking at some stuff here. Trump safe. I was listening to a gentleman on the news. He was a retired CIA, and they, the host asked him. He said, "So what if he invokes his Fifth Amendment right?" Well, that is a right we have. We can just say, I don't want to say anything. Give me a lawyer. And the problem is it doesn't matter because he has so much information already put out there, right? They don't need you to speak. If you were there, your fingerprints are on it, on the firearm, or on the AK, and you and you have gunfire residue on your hand, right? They can nail you. You don't have to speak. So, but we'll see how it pans out. We'll see how it pans out. We'll see what they say. There's a lot of stuff going on, but let's see. I've got, while you're here, guys, everybody that's here. Sorry, I didn't have this ready. Give me just a second here. I should have had this ready already. We have just dropped some merch. It is a women's line. We just dropped the women's line into our merch store. We have the link in bio. Go check it out. That says, "Dead pedophiles won't reoffend," and "Live, laugh, toaster bath." Then if we go, we have men's apparel, right? We've got men's apparel, women's apparel. We have a mug. Check that son of a bitch out. That's freaking awesome. Get out there and get some. We are dropping all kinds of new merch. We're getting more housewares. In the females, right? Right now we only have 3 shirts, or a shirt, a sweatshirt, and hey, and on the back of it, it says "Dead pedophiles don't reoffend." And then we have we're working on leggings for women, right? Let's go over to the men's clothing, men's t-shirts. Look at there, "Curing pedophiles' feet first with a goddamn wood chipper." Right-wing transphobic bigot. What was that again? All right. It's the only way to cancel the election. Assassination of a running candidate. By law, they can cancel it. Well, yeah, because you don't need an election if you have one of the candidates dead. By default, would the other person not win? Right? That would be my understanding. I don't know for sure. Or would that be martial law that they would enact? I don't know. I don't know how that would work. So anyway, get over to the merch. Poor Democrats didn't even get that's right. So didn't even get to elect their delegate. Yeah, they didn't, because they were too close to the election, and they so that's kind of funny, right? In my opinion, Biden knew he wasn't going to run. And what he did was he became the nominee, and then he backed out, right? And he backed out already. I don't think he did it. I think that the puppeteers did it. They chose to pull him out so that they could put Camel Toe Harris in. And the thing is they've known that he's not mentally right. As soon as the left started noticing it and the left news medias started saying that he was kind of sick. They were like, no, he can't do this. This is really elder abuse. They knew that they had to pull him out. And what they did was they pulled him out, and they installed Camel Toe Harris. That's exactly what they did. They installed Camel Toe Harris. So we'll see. We'll see what's happening. I think Biden died in the basement months ago, and all we've seen lately is AI. That's completely possible. That is completely possible. We haven't seen him. Has anybody actually seen him? Somebody said they seen him at what was it? It was the 9/11 memorial. They said they seen him. But I didn't see it. And we knew that he was going to be pulled back. And to be honest, Camel Toe isn't actually doing anything either. She's just running at the mouth. That's all she's doing. We have to look at everything, and and you have to think critically, because if you just take the talking points of everything that everybody's putting out there, right? Your talking points, then you're not going to see the true story. Make American rant again? What do we want to rant about? Let's see. There's no way in hell. Let's see. Let's bring this one up. Whoops. All right, let's see. There's no way in hell someone should have been that close to Trump. Well, yeah, obviously. But it's a golf course. And when you only have so many agents, there's no way to secure the whole place. I don't care what anybody says. If somebody had the ability to hide and wait, right? Because you start golfing. Let's say you start at hole 9. So you can get at 11 and just find a spot and hide. 4 Secret Service agents aren't going to be able to secure. They're not going to be able to secure a 40-acre golf course, if that's how big. I don't even know how big the course is. What are they going to do? Put him in a bubble, drive him around in the Right. They can't. But here's the thing, for real. They can't secure the whole place. So if somebody wanted to, they could get in a ghillie suit, they could lay in a bush, and they can just wait. Or they could sit on the outside of the golf course. It's just impossible to secure all avenues. It really is. And we were a little tough on Secret Service. You can't be that tough in this one because it was such a large place. Now, for the debate, on the other hand, that should have been locked down like Fort Knox, right? It should have been. But there's a connection to the last one. Yeah. They absolutely responded properly to this threat, and from what we've heard so far, is that they heard the shots and they engaged. That's what they're supposed to do. So they did just fine, and whenever they got to where he was at, they had found that he had left the rifle sitting there in the bushes, and he was gone. So then they were in a manhunt, and I imagine that they found either fingerprints, because you know that goes a little faster than it does in regular law enforcement. Either that, or they seen what he was supposed to do. Would be Trump assassination, Rath Ryan. So, are you wanting to bring that up, Alvin? That video? All right, let's see what we got here. Share this tab instead. Maybe. All right, while that's playing out, we have a video about to come up, so that, let's see. Let's see, it's on its second ad, but yeah, they did a really good job. I have no doubt, in my opinion, they did a decent job. It could be better. All right, let's see.
Has been the second attempted assassination of former President Trump in 2 months. That happened today at 1:30 this afternoon. He was playing golf at the Trump International Golf Course in West Palm Beach, Florida, when he was on the 5th hole, and a Secret Service agent who serves as an advance man a few holes ahead of him spots a muzzle sticking out of a chain link fence, the suspected gunman hiding in the bushes, aiming a AK-47 style weapon, say officials, at the former commander-in-chief, just a few hundred yards away. It was a direct shot, but thankfully it was the agent who opened fire, causing the suspect to flee, caught driving north on I-95 by Martin County Sheriff's Office. That suspect now under arrest, identified as Ryan Wesley Ruth. We don't know publicly much about him, other than at the time he had 2 knapsacks that you see there hanging on that chain link fence. There were ceramic tiles inside, suggesting that he was preparing for a shootout with authorities, and a GoPro camera, which also suggests that he was planning to live stream or put on social media his hoped for, allegedly, assassination of former President Trump.
There you go. And so it appears that he was sitting there. Knapsacks probably had what he needed. The GoPro was so that he could record the assassination, and he had ceramic in those knapsacks as well to create a smaller target, right? So he did a pretty good job, and it appears that the rifle was leaning there. But why would a gunman lean his rifle up against the fence if he was running away? That seemed kind of staged to me. I don't know about anybody else, but it seemed staged to me. I really think that somebody could have been a little bit more tactical about that. Speaking of tactical, you want some tactical gear, get your American-made tactical gear at warhorseordnance.com. They are your #1 American-made with American products tactical gear. They are also in the process of expanding to a female market. They also have medical packs, IFACs. You can get medical gear completely from them. So get it all from warhorseordnance.com. So back to it. I think from that view, from that angle with the camera, that appeared to be staged. think the shooting was a hoax. You know, I don't really know if it was a hoax, but it definitely looked staged. I mean, did that not look staged to you? As a gunman taking on fire, they're not going to lean their rifle against the fence. They're not going to do it. And Secret Service isn't going to show up and grab the rifle and lean it against the fence. They're going to leave it where it's at so they can do their investigation. That is exactly what's going to happen. So I'm just telling you what I think. And seeing that, it appeared that it was staged. So anyway, as more information comes in, we will continue to bring the information to you. So please like, subscribe, and join our locals. Hey, by the way, nobody is special. Buy American and fuck the ATF.
Drag them in, and they'll follow you until the day you die. I tell myself I've done this before. It's hard to get a handle on you walking out the door. So just take another message to the people who know more. The talk is growing